For more on this, let's bring in Ritesh Kotak. He's a tech and cybersecurity expert based in Toronto, Canada. Thanks very much for joining us here on TRT World. How concerned should Americans be about deepfake and artificial intelligence in the lead up to the elections?
I think Americans should be very concerned. The problem is that we're seeing apps that are popping up left, right, and center. There is no way of actually identifying if content that is being put out on social media is generated through artificial intelligence. Usually we see some sort of watermark or something like that, but the apps are getting that much more complex. There's also another component of this as well, and that's hyper-targeting individuals using this type of technology as well. So we're seeing grassroots campaigns that aren't really campaigns that are generated through AI and hyper-targeting individuals with misinformation and disinformation on a continuous basis.
I mean, do you think there are adequate measures in place in countries such as the United States to counter this disinformation and deep fakes being produced by some?
Unfortunately, I don't think there is enough measures. First of all, it's very simple to get access to the technology. You don't need to be a computer programmer to get access. You can just go online, go to your favorite search engine, download these apps off app stores that are legitimate, and you're able to just generate this type of content. You don't even need that much content to generate information or videos or images that looks extremely accurate. So it is a huge problem, and clearly no one has a grasp on it, not the platforms, not the regulators, and definitely not the parties.
Ritesh, based on your research and the people that you have spoken to, in which bloc do you believe there is more disinformation and misinformation? Would you say it's the Democrats or the Republicans?
I think it's both. I think that we're seeing hyper-targeting of messaging to both parties. We're seeing these grassroots campaigns that don't actually exist. There's tons of bots that are out there as well. There is no one particular party where you see more misinformation and disinformation. Everyone is being equally targeted, and it could be by people that have particular views all the way to potentially state-sponsored misinformation campaigns.
Okay, now very quickly, Ritesh, what would you like to tell our viewers? How can they avoid disinformation and misinformation on social media, especially when it comes to elections?
You're going to be bombarded with misinformation, disinformation. Make sure you get your information from legitimate sources. So verify the sources, and just don't believe everything that you read or that's in your feed. Chances are it's being hyper-targeted to you. So think before you click, and just hit that pause button, and that's what's going to make the difference.
All right, Ritesh Kotak, thanks very much for joining us here on TRT World. Really appreciate your taking out the time.